Okay guys, so today's video is going to be somewhat different because I wanted to share with you the 3 biggest mistakes that I've made in my entrepreneurial life. Because I made a video before about the biggest mistakes entrepreneurs make, but I wanted to give you my own perspective and what I did that caused me that amount of time, because that's a lot. 6 years, it's almost a decade. And it's hard for me to sit down and make this video because if I could go back, I know I would make things different, and that's why I'm making this video, so that you can make things different. So just before we jump into this video, I wanted to take a quick minute to actually present myself. Hi, my name is Jenebu and I make videos, and my passion is to empower other women entrepreneurs to create their dream life and business with the right tools. Okay, let's jump into today's video. Mistake number 1 is perfectionism. I was a big perfectionist, and because of that, I just jumped from idea to idea to another idea, and I never took the time to actually commit to something. First, I wanted to become a fashion designer, and then I realized that it would be a lot of hard work. I would have to actually sit down, create patterns, and actually create every piece of garment before to do something else, and that didn't seem attractive to me. So I jumped to the next idea, which was to become a life coach. I tried that, but it was really hard too, so I moved on to the next thing, which was being a blogger. And I realized all the ideas that I had, they were good ideas, but I never took the time to actually implement them, because when you're an entrepreneur, you don't have the time to be a perfectionist. You need to execute, and you're still going to make mistakes along the way, but that's not the point. The point is that you need to get the perfectionism out of you, out of your system, and just focus on making things right one day at a time. And that's something for the longest time I didn't understand. For me, if it wasn't near perfect, it wasn't worth it. And that's where I was wrong. And because of that, I just jumped from one idea to the next. And that's something I wish I could go back and change, because now I'm wiser. I'm not saying I'm there yet, but I'm saying I'm wiser, because I know that this mistake kind of repeated itself for so many years that today I see that it wasn't worth it and that I just lost time. And if I could go back 6 years ago and stick to one idea, maybe I would have been to where I would have wanted. Maybe I would be where I actually see other people succeed, like at that kind of level. So that's the first mistakes that I've made, and one that I really, really regret. Today, I don't let my perfectionism get in the way of my life, in my business, and in everything, because I know it's only holding me back. It's not actually helping me move forward. Mistake number 2 is instant gratification. And a lot of us actually are guilty of this mistake. Like nowadays, I see that everything is moving so fast, with the internet, with the way we're being delivered, even with food, the way we are being served. Everything is quick, 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 like down to the minute. And because of that, we are used to a certain kind of experience. We feel entitled that it needs to come right now. But in terms of business, you have to pay your dues. You have to grind for the first few years before you see results. And that's where I was wrong, because I wanted to get, and a lot of us are actually guilty of feeling that, my life was hard, so I deserve this happening to me because I've suffered too much and now is my time to shine. It doesn't work like this. Life isn't fair, and life has never been fair, and it will never be fair. Actually, life is a fight for territory, and once you stop fighting for what you want, what you don't want actually come to start creeping back into your life. And that's something I realize now. So it's hard to say, but we need to become patient, and that's where patience actually comes in, because if you expect things to happen like after you just work for 2 months, then you will become discouraged and you will stop. And that is the reason why so many entrepreneurs stop when they are in such a good way to actually get what they actually want. But if you start becoming discouraged after the first month, the second month, the sixth month, then you're not meant to be a true entrepreneur. And I'm not saying this to hurt your feelings, because I've been there for 6 years, so I know what I'm talking about, and I know now what it takes. We need to stop giving ourselves excuses and passes for why we're not doing this or why we're not doing that. And we need to stop with the procrastination. We actually justify the fact that we procrastinate with the fact that the life owes us something, and it doesn't. You want something, you have to work for it, you have to get it, you have to earn it. And that's how life works, that's how money works. I mean, not always, but in the entrepreneurial world, that's how it works. You want something, you go and you get it. You don't want it, then you stop, but don't complain. And that's something that I had to learn also the hard way, because for 6 years I didn't make a lot of money online like I wanted to, because I did not actually became patient. I did not know that instant gratification would not lead me anywhere. Mistake number 3 and last mistake I'm going to share with you today, because I made many more, but for today that's the 3 biggest that I've made, and I really wanted to share those specific ones because for me those are the more deadly to your entrepreneurial journey. So mistake number 3 is to have a poor mindset, and that is why this channel is all about mindset, and I named it Pretty Mindset, because it all starts here. And my tagline is, I help women entrepreneurs to create a dream life with the right tools, and the biggest tool that you have is your mind. It's not the money, it's not the connections, it's not what you are able to do or your genius. It's your mind, because your mind is your biggest asset but also your biggest enemy. Sometimes your mind is going to find a way to actually work against you. It's going to try to sabotage you. And every day we should try to actually work our minds to be an asset to us rather than a liability. And there are times when you're so down because a lot of shit is hitting you at the same time. You have personal problems, things are not working so great at your work, you're stressed out, you want to quit your job, but your side hustle is not at that level yet, and it just feels like everything is crumbling down. What is going to keep you forward? Is it the money? No, it's your mind. And you have to actually empower yourself with the right tools, like reading books, like talking to people who are going to help you, like Facebook communities, like your family, people who have dreams like you, people who are achievers. You want to surround yourself with that kind of positivity, because 6 years ago that's not what I did. 6 years ago I was complaining about why my life was so hard. 6 years ago, I was complaining about why I didn't have enough money to start my business. I was complaining about why I didn't have enough resources, why I didn't have the space to actually make things happen. And that's not true. You have the biggest asset, and that is your mind. That is the way your brain works. That is your idea. And you are in charge of that. So you have to take responsibility for your actions and the way you think. And that is why I think it is so important for you to listen to people who can actually lift you up so that you don't bring yourself down. And that is why I'm making this channel, and that is why I'm really hoping it's helping you to succeed, to actually bring yourself up, and to let you know that it's possible. Every single day I have to remind myself that my dream is possible, that other people are not an exception. They are only an example of what's possible. They are only an example, and we can do it. If they were able to do it, why can't you? Are they better than you? Maybe yes, they're smarter, but maybe you have something that they don't. Each one of us have a special set of skills that make us different, that makes us unique, and you have to use that toward your advantage. Yeah, I really want you to know that you can do this. You have what it takes. You just have to believe and to put in the work. Alright guys, so I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up as usual, and to let me know in the comment which one of these 3 mistakes are you guilty of. I really want to know. For me, I think the biggest one was the poor mindset. Perfectionism was a big one too, but the poor mindset was definitely the biggest one. So don't forget to do that and let me know in the comment below. Also, I want you guys to subscribe to my channel and to hit that bell so that you can be notified as soon as I upload a new video. Before I go, I really want to thank you guys so much for empowering me to continue to make those videos, because like, it's hard being an entrepreneur, and I feel that every single day. And I want you to know that you are not alone in this journey. We are all in this together and we'll make it. So don't worry. So yeah, thank you so much guys for watching. Bye.